It's Monday, and we have Kyle Perkins of the Tides Inn. Scott went to Italy, and a couple more hot takes on the Richmond 100. Welcome to Eat It, Virginia.
Hello and welcome to Eat It, Virginia, your number one podcast, food news and interviews with all your favorite restaurant people. I'm joined today by my co-host, my friend, Roby Martin. I feel like it's been a while since we've seen each other, Roby.
Scott, we record this monthly, so we had to have seen each other.
But sometimes we see each other socially at different events.
True, but you have not been in the country, so it's not on me.
It's been a whirlwind.
I love it, though. I'm really excited about it, hearing about your traveling. I actually haven't heard that much.
Well, what would you like to know? Well,
you didn't take any photos and put them on Instagram, which is extremely upsetting to me.
There's a couple. I did a brief little. I have this thing. I don't like to chronicle every moment of my life.
You want to be in the moment.
But I will say something. A little travel tip for those of you listening or watching on Spotify or YouTube or WTVR.com. You don't want to travel out of the country at the same time as the Giavos family travels out of the country.
Why is that?
Because their family photos on their vacations will make you very jealous.
Oh, you're talking about, then they just take a safari of some description?
They did.
Oh, yeah, that looked really fun.
So their Instagram...
The Giavos family, local family, owns places like Stella's and so forth, which is why we're talking about another family. They're in the food arena.
We're both traveling out of the country at the same time, and I'm on Dean's Instagram, and their family looks like the combination of GQ and National Geographic. Whereas my travel pictures, it's like Mad Magazine. I'm just like, hey, how you doing?
I liked your picture.
I'm going
to tell you, your daughter looks great in every shot.
Well, those pictures of her are hand selected from the thousands that I've taken. So,
Sadie, you hear me? You look great in every shot.
Oh, you're sweet. You're very kind. If you ask her how my photography skills are, you will hear a different answer, but I appreciate that.
Dads.
Well, my time, so I spent a little over a week in Italy with Sadie. It was her senior trip and some friends, and incredible. I know you're a world traveler. You're an Italy expert, but I must say they do things right over there.
We got married in Italy. We know how good it is.
That's what I'm saying. And just the meals, the culture around it. I'm not saying things that people don't already know. Italy just has great food. Just
Did they say it like
the
that?
traditions around it, the way that things are kind of just laid back, the way that everything comes out, all these different. We were kind of ordering like Americans, pasta, we'll have that for dinner. Well, that's just a small part of dinner.
Sure, it's like the first but second, and then you get another one that's a main.
Exactly. Yeah. And this kind of leads me to a tradition that I wasn't really familiar with, but I have a question for you and then for our audience. The end of the meal, limoncello.
Yum.
Right. I guess I had been to Italy once before as a kid, so that wasn't really part of our trip. And I don't know, I just didn't know that was a thing. So every meal, for those of you that don't know, many of the restaurants we went to, they bring a little shot glass of limoncello. You're not really supposed to shoot it, which I learned. My daughter shot it every single time. But
good.
It's a sip. It's a sip and drink. So my question for you is, if Richmond were to adopt this tradition, an end of the meal drink that kind of wraps up your experience, what do you think the appropriate drink for RVA Dine would be?
So I think that you're not aware that they do have it.
Oh. Well, clearly I'm not.
Have you seen Underberg all over the place in multiple restaurants?
I have not. What is Underberg?
It's not similar in taste, but it's very similar as a digestif, let's call it that. Mm-hmm. It's believed in many cultures that you need something to settle your stomach. Underberg is, I don't know, herbs and spices. I mean, there's a billion other things that go into Underberg, but that's what they call it. And it's all over Richmond. It's a little baby bottle. I sometimes will bring them with me to if I have to do something major for a big food tasting or something like that, because it does give you a little bit of a settling after you pour a bunch of different food into your belly.
So I've eaten out in Richmond many times, obviously.
Well, maybe they just don't like you.
Well, that could be. But I've never had them bring that to the table before.
Well, now they will.
What are some restaurants that do this?
You actually, if you go into Heritage, one of your favorite places, they have a physical Underberg belt with Underberg in it, that's hanging on the wall.
But you have to order it.
I mean, sometimes.
Okay, I guess that's what I'm saying. In Italy,
not everybody brings a limoncello shot to you in Italy. They see that you're American and they bring it to you. It does not happen at every meal.
That's fair.
I will say this. the last time I was in Italy, I took a bunch of classes to learn the Italian language so I could be a little bit better at what was going on. So the last time I was in Italy, I had an individual cook at the house we were staying, and she walked me through how she makes her limoncello, and I did it with mandarins here in the state. So when you come back to my house for dinner, I can put your meal on the Vietri plates that you guys had a lot of meals on, and give you mandarincello if you'd like.
It's like I never left Italy.
I know. There you go.
I'm trying to keep that vacation vibe, but it's difficult. The second you land back in America, it's like, oh, I'm back in America.
So many things to do.
Yeah, not a great feeling.
No.
What is a great feeling is we have some new restaurants that are opening up in RVA.
This is very true. What do you know?
Well, Bolo's Eatery.
Yep.
It's going to be in the Manchester, South Richmond area. That's another
LFG, baby.
A new Mike Lindsay joint.
Yep.
In the former, is it the former Dogtown Brewery, I think it is.
Is it? Yeah, so right next to all that stuff over there in Manchester that had a little bit of legal embroiling troubles, I think is starting to turn over into new spots. And thank goodness for the Lindsays, as they're bringing in some beer and some good food. And
Brainstorm Brewhouse is going to move in as the beer provider, it sounds like.
Love it.
I think they are now in Blackheath Meadery in Scott's Edition. So good for those guys.
CM Bryant, I believe.
And Daisy's. You and I had a little day trip to Daisy's at Tredegar.
I think you have a crush on that guy.
Matt?
Yes.
I mean, crush is a strong word.
A bro crush.
A bro crush.
Bromance.
I mean, I like to get to know him a little. No, I'm just kidding.
You want to know what? Matt, call him.
I mean, we have a lot in common.
I know you do.
We're Yankee fans. We like live music. He likes to cook. I like to eat.
So we're there, and he's like, how do you know so-and-so? And you're like, oh, he was my college roommate. I guess he listens to him on the radio every morning.
Adam Shine is a sports radio host. So
you guys were so cute talking about your college roommate who is a sports radio guy.
Yeah.
That's so fun.
But Matt told us that the launch of his restaurant, which opened in July near the new Allianz Amphitheater, has been going great. They have a daily... What was a daily happy? They have a happy hour before concerts, which he says is a lot of fun and wants to obviously attract a bigger crowd for that. So
sure.
Happy hour before concerts over at Allianz, and Doe Eyes is going to have a weekly residence there on Sundays.
So we've been hearing a lot of conversation about how expensive the beer and such is at
the
Allianz.
Yeah.
So this is a good way to get a little bit of your cocktailing in. There also has a couple of like secret things you might want to know at the Allianz after you do happy hour. Apparently there's a $5 beer deal. Certain bars, you can ask for what's considered the local, and it's a beer and a shot.
At the venue?
At the venue.
Have you been to a show yet?
No, but I have all of these. I'm going to the Head and the Heart,
okay.
Which is like so I have all these like hot takes.
Okay.
And then I guess you can get out of the second entrance if you just ask for permission. I guess people are saying there's only one in and out, and that's not the case. So my feelings for you if you're going to an Allianz concert, Are you ready for them?
I want to hear them.
All right. First, you stop by Daisy's and have a little happy hour drink, maybe 2 or 3, because, you can line your belly with good food.
You can talk to Matt about the Yankees.
You can discuss all things sports with Matt.
My former Syracuse classmates.
Exactly. Done. And then you walk up the hill to go to Allianz and get the local, which is the beer and shot combo. Do not forget your ID, and it does not take cash.
No cash.
No cash at Allianz. So there you go. There you have it. Go forth and watch all the tunes.
That's the Ying. Mm-hmm. Now the Yang, some restaurants that are closing or about to close, perhaps.
Oh, I hate it when this happens.
Richmond BizSense broke the news earlier in the month that Buzz and Ned's, that Buzz is selling Buzz and Ned's.
For a subtle $4 million.
Save up now.
Yeah.
The big building out on Parham Road.
It's big.
Parham and Broad, which used to be Fuddruckers when I was a kid.
Yep, it's big. 3 smokers come with that. So if you really like to get down with your meat, this might be a place for you.
I like to get down with my meat. Buzz was one of the first guys to capitalize on the celebrity chef situation. Remember
I think he did the Bobby Flay, didn't he? Yeah, yeah.
So good luck to Buzz in the sale of Buzz and Ned's. Celebrity chef du jour, Brittany Anderson, who's on Food Network all the time.
I know, she's fun to watch.
She announced that Brenner Pass, which is one of her bigger restaurants
I think it is her biggest restaurant, seat-wise, yeah.
In Scott's Edition, is going to be rebranding at the end of August. So you have a month now to go taste Brenner Pass's fares. There's still going to be a restaurant there, from what I understand.
Yep. I think we're looking at some seafood, wink, wink. Also, I think she has a couple other things up her sleeve. Maybe not one of her current spaces, but we can't really get into that. But I will as soon as she wants to talk about it, because that'll be cool.
Roby knows something, and she's not sharing with me.
I can't share it till she wants to share it.
Appreciate that.
Sorry.
But Brittany did tell me a little bit more about the new restaurant.
Oh, cool.
That's going into where Brenner passed away. She wouldn't divulge the name or concept quite yet. There's still some T's that need to be crossed and I's need to be dotted. But she did say that she wants to make it more Virginia-y fare.
Nice.
And comfort foodie.
Oh, I hope that she doesn't go all the way in that direction. I think she has a real flair for like intricate, incredible dishes. I hope that we've got a lot of Southern comfort food in Richmond.
Well, she also said the food will also be inspired by her global travels. So there you go.
It.
And she said it's going to be food that she likes to eat. So maybe if you don't follow Brittany on Instagram already, you should follow her and get a sense of what she likes to eat. Maybe that'll be a little
Love it.
tease for you.
Love it.
What else we set the internet on fire since our last meeting.
It's in fuego for sure.
In fuego. Yeah. So as you guys know, the Richmond Times-Dispatch worked very long and very hard and came together with the 100 greatest, or not the greatest, the 100 best, I guess they said, restaurants in Richmond. Richmond is ill-defined.
Sure.
Best is ill-defined, but they made the list. And then on the podcast last month, you and I highlighted the top 10 because the top 10 were specified, and then the other 90 were just kind of listed in alphabetical order. So we made a little social video, put it on the socials, and people had feelings. People loved your take on Dynamo. Mm-hmm. People hated my pronunciation of restaurants. I got called an MFer.
Yeah, I knew you were going to be sensitive about that. I brought that up with my husband once it happened. I think that Metzger is pronounced Metzger.
Yeah. Well, thanks.
Yeah.
That could have been helpful before I said it on the internet.
It literally is their name, Scott.
I mean, it's Metzger's. It's someone's.
Nobody knows.
Just Metzger. It's not possessive.
It's like saying Wells Fargo's. I mean, I don't understand.
Walmart's?
Yeah, I don't understand it.
All right, whatever. Other hot takes in the comment section of said video. Like I said, people loved your Dynamo take. People were okay with La Possum not being in the top 10. I still stand for La Possum being in the top 10, but some people were like, yeah, maybe they don't need to be in the top 10. I don't agree with that. I'm just telling you what the internet comments said.
I don't agree with that at all. I think La Possum definitely. I can make a case for some other restaurants that are in the top 10 perhaps to be removed, but I think La Possum stays.
People love Celadora being on there. People were a little miffed that Lily Pearl was not there. Shagbark. One commenter said Joe Zen is his favorite, and that's where he's going to be all the time. Others were a little miffed that Jardine was not in the top 10, and some other wine bars were. But anyway, you get the idea, which leads us to a little game, a little thought exercise I wanted to try with you.
All right.
Here's the game. So 100 restaurants have already been shouted out, have already been lauded, have already been praised.
Right.
We kind of thought there were a couple of omissions from the list that maybe we wanted to give a little shout out to. So these are the rules of the game.
We have a rubric.
Scott and Ruby's top 5 restaurants. These are the rules. Do you want to explain the rules?
No, I want you to explain the rules, okay. But it's not our top 5. It's just the 5 based on these rules.
Based on these rules. The rules are, obviously, the restaurants could not have appeared on the RTD's top 100.
Well, that's not obvious, but now it is to everyone.
Thank you. Now it's obvious to everyone that these restaurants do not appear on the top 100. I didn't tell you this when I asked you to create your list, but
okay.
I think we're safe. The owners of any of the restaurants in the top 100 couldn't be on this list we're about to provide.
Oh, they couldn't already have a restaurant on the list.
If someone has 10 restaurants,
well, no,
and 3
I managed to do that anyway, so yeah.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. And then we also try to give some diversity of geographical diversity. So one restaurant per zip code. So you couldn't name 5 Carytown restaurants or 5 Fan restaurants. It's got to be diverse. And then the whole, what is a restaurant, I think, is an interesting question.
I don't have any ice cream shops.
All right.
So there you go.
But that was a question we had on the RTD's top 100.
Not that that's bad, but I don't have any of those.
And I'll say this again after we present our lists, but I'll say it now before. We want to hear what y'all's lists are going to be. If you have a top 5 that kind of falls into those categories, please email the show at eatitvirginia@gmail.com or hit our socials, mainly Instagram. at Eat It Virginia, and we will present your lists to the group. So anyway, let's see, Roby, let's see your top 5 list. Do you want to just roll through it, or do you want to give some commentary? How do you want to do this?
So not on the list. No owner could be on the list. Different geographical area of Richmond, and no franchises. You forgot to say that.
Oh, thank you. Yes.
So that is what he gave me, and here we go. In Midlothian, Virginia, I think we should talk about Katana sushi. Everybody gets very upset about not good sushi in Richmond, and you're right. This is not in Richmond. It's in Midlothian, but I think that should be somewhere in individual's head space.
Katana, it's called.
Katana sushi. I am particularly fond of Fuzzy Cactus, which was not in the list. And I feel like there was like a negative space for some of these places that are doing really, really great food, but are a little less either well-known or not fancy. So Fuzzy Cactus is one of them. And then I also am going to take it to Cobra Cabana. I feel like that should be talked about. And those guys also own Brave Captain and Hot for Pizza, but Cobra is their OG, so we'll talk about that. We just recently had Amy Cabness on, and I was surprised not to see Revel in Lakeside. I think that that's a really important restaurant. Now, I know that Juleps was on the list, so I have broken your whole situation here, but I still think Revel in Lakeside should have made it.
I'll allow it.
Thank you for allowing it. Charlotte's Deli. I think they're doing... I don't understand why this wasn't part of the top of the list. I think they are doing some amazing stuff at Charlotte's Deli. And you say that it's downtown financial district.
I call it downtown financial
district. I went with
district.
Chaco, but we'll go with whatever. Anyway, Nikki and Paul are doing insane stuff with food at lunch, and really and truly should have been there. And then I don't really know what their time frame was with respect to this list. I think it's on there, but I don't remember what it was. But I was real surprised not to see Shoreline, which is in the way West End. Mm-hmm. He was once part of Yellow Umbrella. We've obviously had him talk about all of the stuff. I just really think that they should have been considered. So there you go.
I like it. I like all those places.
I'm ready for you. Give it to me.
So my list is almost like my comfort places. Not necessarily the best restaurants. You might get a better whatever at a different place, but for me, this is where I go when I want something that I really enjoy. So I'm going to start close to the Fuzzy Cactus in Northside at Manchu.
Love it.
With
Wings.
Marvin.
Yeah, Marvin. And yeah.
I believe there's a podcast, a local food podcast, that mentioned that might be the best wings in Richmond.
I love the Manchu.
So Manchu is number 1 on my list. Cupertino's Bagels, I would say.
The OG of bagels.
Out in Innsbruck. It is the place where I go for quick breakfast sandwiches. They have a fun little dessert, little counter there.
They just reduced their prices.
They did?
Yeah, I just thought you might want to know that.
Interesting. I have not been since then. That's amazing.
Very cool.
Another one of my OG places that I go, and I've only been to this restaurant for Sunday brunch, so I can only speak to that, but it's a phenomenal Sunday brunch. That's the County Seat out in Powhatan.
Whoa, that's a pull.
Have you been recently?
I have not been recently. I'm not going to say out loud what I just thought, but I will go now.
Okay. One of the fun things they did when the kids were little, they would do, the kids will pay their weight. So if they weigh like 35 pounds, they pay $3.50.
Oh, that's so cool.
I'm not sure if they still do that or not, but it all, at least the last time I was there, it all felt like it was from scratch, and it's like, it's good old Southern. It's like half the people there had just come from church, and the other half were about to go hunting. And it was like a nice mix of people eating there. So I love that place. My special pizza spot, Superstars Pizza in the near West End. I love it. I'm sorry. I love it. Sandwiches, the Bird of Bangkok pizza slice, that's spicy Thai chicken. Like, mwah. Thank you guys.
Just got out of Italy and we're eating spicy Thai chicken pizza.
I'm just saying, like, you can let,
they've been around forever.
You want, but it's,
if something's going right, they've been around forever.
Yes. And they're hopefully going to open that sandwich shop pretty soon. And then finally, maybe controversial, but I hope not. Restaurant, maybe not. Truckle Cheesemonger is one of my favorite places to go.
I think Maggie does a great job.
Oh, there's no doubt she does a great job, but is it a restaurant? Is it a cheese shop? Is it a wine bar? Is it all these things?
I think it's all of them.
Yeah. I don't know Maggie personally, but I love what they do there, and it's one of my favorite places to go. So Truckle, you're on my list.
You got 10. 10
That's right.
there.
10 extra ones.
10 extra. So now it's 110 best restaurants, you guys.
So yeah, if you want to add yours to the list, we should keep a running list. I would like that.
That'd be great.
Give us your top 5, follow the rules, give us the reasons why, and we will present that on the next podcast. What else do we have today, Ro, before we get to our
We got
Chef
hot
Kyle?
takes and mailbag.
Oh yeah, the hot takes. Do you want to handle the hot takes?
All right, let's see what we got here. So
I think the hot takes are the mailbag in this case.
Oh, yeah, yes.
I think they're one and the same.
Okay, we'll do it.
Yeah.
So I got a question for you. So from one of the individuals that over on Instagram, our DM, they said that they feel like really only a handful of great spots exist in Richmond, but there are a lot of places with big price tags and lackluster quality. I mean, I could argue against that. The question is, if you could bring back one shuttered restaurant or bar to RVA, which one would it be? I mean, I can roll with this right now.
Oh, please go right ahead.
The Dog and Pig Show.
The Dog? I'm not familiar with that one. Remind me what that is.
It was in Churchill. It was freaking wonderful. Primarily to-go spot. It would be that or Black Sheep, but really it's the Dog and Pig Show.
And what is it now? I guess is the
Nothing.
question.
I think actually no. Might be the Green Kitchen or something similar. I don't know. Do not quote me on that. But it was wonderful. Isabel, I believe, was the owner. I can't remember her last name. The shrimp and grits are incredible. The cookies were fantastic. I mean, they're just doing some great stuff. And then, Black Sheep, big battleship sandwiches.
Is that where Cobra Cabana is now? Is it the same space? Maybe?
Yeah, let's go with it.
Someone will correct us if we're wrong, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with, it's a more recent shuttering, but Odyssey, because I think Chef Bo's food needs to be more accessible. So...
That's a good one. That's a really good one.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
Have you been to where he is now? He's doing all these fun things out of the Emerald. Like I saw macaroni and cheese sticks. I mean, I love his head. I mean, I do wish that he wasn't like stuck behind the kitchen there. I do like when he's out talking to people. I feel like that's fun.
And then old school. This might be a chain. I think it is a chain actually, but it's like, as you know, we both have grown up in the area for our whole lives. Do you ever go to the Ground Round on Broad Street back in the day, like in the 80s?
No.
The Ground Round. My 80s babies, come on.
How about the North Pole? Did you ever go to the North Pole?
I never went to the North Pole.
They serve steaks on styrofoam?
Yeah.
Oh,
I missed out.
And the baked potato wrapped in foil. I mean, was that culinary greatness or was that culinary greatness?
I'm going to think about this question a little more.
Okay. I think it's a good question.
We'll respond maybe the next podcast too.
From a hot take. And then we have...
Wait, did the hot taker say which restaurants they would want to reopen?
No, but I'm going to ask him that question now.
Yeah, we should. And
then we have another individual that says that individuals in Richmond don't respect lunch.
Respect lunch, people. Do you respect lunch?
You know what? I actually think that that's when you should check out a restaurant if they're open. Then.
Because?
Well, I mean, if you're not interested in paying dinner prices, which by and large are more expensive than lunch,
sure,
and you want to get a feel for the restaurant, that's a good time to do it, is lunch. I mean, I know there'll be lots more maybe sandwiches or salads or however you're going to do it, but like the food by and large, in my opinion, a lot of places doesn't really change from a quality standpoint from lunch to dinner. I mean, it may, but you're still going to see what you see.
I think I don't respect lunch.
Really?
I think I fall in that category. It's like a timing thing. It's just like a workday timing thing.
And you don't want to fall asleep at your desk, so maybe it's like, and you can't get a drink at lunch, Scott. We all know that that's what it is.
Where's the limoncello?
I know, what's happening?
If there's a restaurant serving a limoncello after lunch, then I'm there every single day.
And then you're there every day?
I'm still not that during lunchtime yet.
Do you eat breakfast?
No.
So you eat nothing till dinner?
I mean, when I eat lunch, I'm usually at work here in the Museum District / Scott's Addition, and I'll walk somewhere and get a cup of coffee, or maybe go to North End and get like a protein bowl. That's kind of what I do.
Think people are in a hurry, and that's why they're not respecting lunch? They're like, I really need a sandwich now. Bye.
It's probably money. It's probably time. It's probably just time. Like everything else in life, it's probably time and money.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's fair. Well, people respect lunch. Start respecting lunch. Maybe that's an Italian way of life. They respect lunch so much that they don't eat till 10 p.m.
I miss it. I want to go back.
See, there it is. Respect the lunch, be Italian. We have Kyle Perkins coming up. He respects lunch.
And you can fly there if you want to.
You could fly
It's like
there for dinner or lunch. Chef Kyle of the Tides Inn has a lot to say about what's local and what he's doing over there. So let's talk to Kyle.
It's good to be home with you, Roby.
Yeah. Well, Scott, so I don't know if I told you I visited the Tides Inn, I think it was 3 weeks ago.
Once again, my invitation got lost in the mail.
Yeah, I can't help that. But anyway, it was wonderful. I'm sad you missed it. And while I was there, I got the opportunity to meet
You're more
the
fun
chef.
anyway. I mean,
I am.
Let's be real.
And now you're about to hear how fun I am because I got the opportunity to meet the chef. And he came out and said hello. I mean, he brought me my own special piece of cobia. I'm joking. Anyway, Kyle is with us. He's the executive chef of the Tides Inn. Where were you before you were at the Tides Inn?
So I was at Twin Farms before the Tides Inn.
And what is that?
So Twin Farms is it's a boutique resort that's kind of in the middle of the woods. There's no phone service. There's no phone towers. So you go there. It's a true definition of escaping reality. It's definitely very unique in and of itself. And
you were cooking for them there.
Yep.
So tell me a little bit. So no phone service. It's all inclusive, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you're there. How long were you there?
So I was there for about 3 years.
What brought you to Vermont?
So I grew up in Vermont. I started my high school journey in Vermont. My dad's side of the family is from there. So we lived in between my mom and dad's side of the family. My mom's side is from the south. My dad's side is from the north. So we lived in the middle for about 9 years.
The north and south of Vermont.
No.
Oh, of the country.
Of the country.
Okay.
So my mom is
It's a
from...
small,
Thanks for the
it's a small
clarification.
state.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
I was
lived
like,
right
is there a
next
big
to each
difference
other.
between northern
Just a
Vermont and southern
different-
Vermont? There
No,
probably
there's
is.
definitely not.
Oh, there's
Just
not?
one
Okay.
street.
Yeah. I think it's about 3 hours to get from the bottom of Vermont to the top up to
Those damn
Canada.
northern Vermonters.
That's, it's like Romeo and Juliet.
They just lob rocks at each
Yeah.
other from...
So with us being in the middle there, during high school, the decision was made. I've got a younger sister, so the decision was made to pick one spot and go live there. That way, if we do any traveling and commuting, it's one way. It's not, having to go down 1 year and up the next year.
Sure.
So we decided to do that. And whenever we did that, I lived in Vermont and then went to culinary school up there. And I always found myself going back to Vermont. It seemed to be a good place for me. It's kind of quiet. It's quaint. The weather is much cooler than it is in Virginia. I'm still acclimating myself to these
Where
nice...
isn't it cooler than it is in Virginia?
Yeah. So during all the travels of everything, when 2020 happened, I was in San Francisco, and there was... A, it was unaffordable to try to live. And B, there was nothing going on. The whole city was shut down, and so I was like, okay, I'm going back home because at least there's things I can do.
Sure.
I can keep myself preoccupied. And I was doing landscaping actually between jobs. I needed to take a little break from the kitchen. That was about 3 months. And right before snow season, I was like, I don't really think I'm going to do any more landscaping. So I decided to call Chef Nathan Rich, and I was like, hey, do you have any job openings available? I was looking for a sous chef position. He's like, I don't, but I have a cook position open at this time. And I was like, okay, it's not quite what I want, but it's the best place that I can work in this area, possibly this region. So I went ahead and took the opportunity, and from there, he provided an excellent platform for me to excel and grow and become what I am today.
Walk us through the initial decision to go to culinary school in the first place. What inspired that? I sense a story here.
I would say a little bit of parental
self-edit.
Yeah.
What should I
what?
share on
Hold
this
on.
podcast to thousands of people?
I was required to go. It was that or else.
I'd say it was a little bit of parental pressure, but also the opportunity for networking. That was something that was sold to me by the college on many occasions. So the ability to network from within a college standpoint. That's why if any young culinarians ask, they're like, "Hey, do you recommend college?" Like, parts of me do, parts of me don't. I think networking is the major reason as to why I would say yes. It's provided huge opportunity for myself, and it provides opportunity for many people. Now, if you don't have the funding or things like that to make it through, there are scholarships. I pushed, and my mom, she helped push me on scholarships and things like that. So I was able to I had a job while I was in school, but I was able to really push and grind through and be able to make my way through college.
So you spend 3 years essentially at this bucolic area of Vermont, probably utilizing whatever's local there.
Mm-hmm.
Then you say, okay, I would like to go to coastal Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
You sound surprised.
No, I love coastal
Virginia's
Virginia.
beautiful.
But I mean, you don't think, oh, Irvington is my next spot. I would not, because there's so many things that you would have to pass on the way down from Vermont to get to coastal Virginia. So how did that happen?
The opportunity presented itself with the chef or the culinary director of Tanzera Resorts, which is our umbrella company. Within that company, we want it to be very unique to each resort. We don't want it to be the Marriott. We don't want it to be the Hilton. We want each resort to have its own uniqueness and its own home feeling. And this opportunity presented itself, and I came and I walked through the front door at the Tides Inn. I saw the view, and I said, "Yep, sign me up."
You can see it from the front door too.
Yeah, I didn't have to think anything by it. I was like, okay, I don't care what the kitchen looks like. I don't care. Like, that view right there sold me, and from that point, I've been able to figure everything else out. It's an opportunity that I wouldn't have passed up.
Your first executive chef job is with the Tides?
Correct.
So you moved through the ranks in Vermont and then came a natural progression to executive chef here. What is the number of covers at Salt and Meadow?
On any given night, it varies.
Okay.
Because we're a public restaurant as well as the resort, we'll see anywhere from 50 to upwards of 200 to 220.
Oh, wow.
It really does vary.
Okay.
Week by week.
But total in the restaurant, how many could you do? 220? What is the number of seats in that restaurant?
The number of seats, I believe in our main dining room, we have, I want to say it's like 85. It's about 85 seats.
Okay.
And then we have our private dining room, which is referred to as our marsh room. That's another 40. And then out on the terrace, we've got another 40.
That's a lot. A lot of people like to eat out there.
Mm-hmm.
How many seats were in Vermont?
28.
So you moved from not only a different type of cuisine, but a lot more people. So what do you see differences there? I think that a chef, moving in their career, this is a really cool thing to learn. 28 people dealing with the different weather. 300 people dealing with different food and cuisine. So what are your differences?
I'd say the biggest differences are creating different consistencies that I didn't deal with in the past within myself for the organization.
Sure.
So making sure that recipes are extremely consistent, because I don't have the ability every single day to change the menu. I was changing the menu whenever I wanted. It could be, this day I had this, I didn't like it, so I would just up and change the menu. We would create custom tasting menus, and we have goals to achieve certain lines of that. But it's really a matter of consistency more so than anything. That's the biggest game changer. Of course, There's also the cuisine. Being on the water, seafood's got to be on the menu, and I love it. I've worked out on an oyster farm for a couple of days, and they were 12-hour backbreaking days. Like, it's no joke. I have a lot more respect for what they're doing out there on the water. It's not like, oh, you're picking oysters. No, it's a lot more than that.
Sure.
So
a lot of oysters on the menu?
Yeah.
So tell me how so you had relationships, and I hate to keep bringing you back to Vermont, but being an area in which you're using a lot of that local cuisine, I saw it on the menu here in Virginia. So as a new chef, how did you cultivate those relationships in Virginia?
So a lot of it just came from looking around, just driving down a road and seeing we sell pork, beef, lamb, things like that. And I would stop in and say, hey, I see you sell this. Do you sell this? Like, are you USDA certified? Do you sell this to restaurants? Are you small? Are you large? And a lot of it, again, is through networking. Our current beef purveyor is Overholt Beef. He is newly USDA certified, I would say going on a year now. And he's based out of Gloucester. So he's working his family's, I think, 7th generation land. And he's breeding Wagyu and Black Angus, and he's pushing for quality. He's not pushing for quantity. And that's something that we want to promote is the quality of what we're eating. I think that as we kind of reverse back in time and we go back to this farm to table, which used to be the norm, and we go back to, buying things from your neighbor and not buying it from a supermarket, I think we're going to see the growth and evolution in people being okay with quality, being okay that it's not these mass-produced things.
I hope so. That's what I would prefer happen.
100%. For those of the folks that are watching us on YouTube or on Spotify right now, they see Chef Kyle. He's wearing his Chef Whites. Do you wear these every day?
Absolutely.
All day long?
Yep.
Even on Saturdays when you're off?
Oh, yeah. Saturdays when I take off.
I know. I mean, you get Saturdays off?
This is the most,
Thank you for getting the joke.
This is the most formal guest we've had. Now, the reason,
I love it.
One of the
you're telling
reasons I'm
why?
guessing why you're wearing your Chef Whites is because you appeared on Virginia This Morning. This morning, we're recording this in late July to prepare a meal on live TV. How was that experience for you?
It was good. It was unique. It was the first time I've done anything of that nature. I really enjoyed it. I didn't really know what to think going in, but after it was all said and done, it felt natural. It felt normal. It didn't feel like I was too far out of my element. And I had the opportunity yesterday at the Tides Inn to teach a pasta class, and I let them all know. I was like, hey, this is kind of practice. I'm going on live TV tomorrow. So,
well, we will put a link to that video in the show notes. I did have a question.
I'm so stoked to see it too. I'll let you in on a little inside information.
Oh, please.
We've talked a couple of times before the VTM just to hear what he was going to do.
Did you coach him up?
No, I definitely did not coach the chef. He pretty much knew what was
You're
going
like a
on.
talent agent now?
But
Are
yeah.
you giving her 10% of your appearance fee
Yeah,
today?
I was getting 4 oysters is what he's promised me.
That's why I was wondering where all those questions were
vinegar,
going.
yeah.
How many oysters do you serve a day? Okay, now I know.
It's cool. He had a whole bunch of thought to bring in, I think, what you're trying to bring in to the Tides in this segment. So he used an oyster that is, you said, is really important to you guys.
Yep.
So you want to talk about what you did, or you want to wait for the segment?
I think we should talk about it.
yeah. So the oyster itself, there's many levels of importance to it. I think to highlight that it's family owned and female operated is pretty cool. That's kind of a nuance in something that is quote unquote trending. All the oysters are top water. So they sit in floating cages, and when the waves and ripples come in and out, it shakes them around, so they don't have the jagged edges that traditional oysters would if they
They're
were in
also
bottom
not as
cages.
dark. They're probably prettier, and the shell is, right?
They're a lot prettier. They don't sit. They'll never
What he's
get
trying
sandy.
to say is women make prettier oysters.
Duh.
Yeah, I think so. Well, my girlfriend also works on the farm, so I would say yeah.
There it is.
Oh, wait a second.
Oh, it's full circle
All right.
now.
Yeah.
But anyway, they're top. Keep going.
Yeah, so they're top shelf oysters, and so when I lived in San Francisco, Kumiais and Kumamotos were 2 of my favorites. They're a nice petite oyster, and they're really meaty. And the first time I had these here, Will Smiley, our ecologist, he's like, you've got to meet these people. You've got to start buying their oysters. And I met them. I tried one. I was like, yep, that's the Salt and Meadow oyster. And from there, it's just taken off.
Love it. And then you added another couple of local components to not just the oyster. I mean, I have had a conversation, so
I can tell.
I know, it was so good. I was too excited about it.
Yeah, so we actually picked this morning before we drove up here. We picked blackberries out of our garden. They're like the size of golf balls. They're
They were
huge.
beautiful. I saw
should have
some of
brought
them.
some
They were
up here.
beautiful.
Oh, what? Keep going.
So they're giant, and we soak those, or we'll let those steep in some Triple V vinegar. Triple V is a vineyard, and they also sell vinegar as well there. So we'll steep those in there for a couple of days, blend it up, and then strain it. And we made a blackberry mignonette to accompany the oyster. So we've
Did you
got.
get one of these?
I did not. No, I saw it on TV. I saw the link. I followed the link.
Do you serve it at the restaurant?
We don't currently serve that iteration, but
It's going to be the Eat It Virginia Oyster Mignonette. It's coming.
Okay,
But you serve something similar?
Yeah, we serve something very similar. Currently, we don't, but in the past, we've served a variation that's a mignonette gel. So we'll take the vinegar and the shallots, and we'll turn it into a gel format. So it's got a slightly different texture, and it's not just the liquidy traditional. And we do that with a little bit of seaweed salad and some sesame seeds as well. So it kind of gives the pop that you're looking for, but it gives a little bit of extra salinity and some sweetness from that seaweed salad.
These are the descriptions, that I love, which is why I was so excited to meet him when I was there, because I've been watching him a little bit walk through some of the stuff that he's doing online. And I'm like, you know what? I think I should talk to this guy. He's right up my alley.
Well, it's been good so far. I have a question about your past, though. What are your
Of course he
earliest
does.
food memories?
Drinking coffee at 6 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know that's kind of bizarre, but when I was in my grandma's kitchen, you know,
And
the
this
only
was
way
where exactly? Where in
this
the
was in
country?
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So
Known for its coffee.
so we were in the kitchen, and she was always trying to get me to do things with food and help her out, and all I wanted was coffee. As a 6-year-old kid, I don't know why, but that's what it was. And she's like, yeah, you can have coffee. And of course, the only thing I'm putting in there is like 10 pounds of sugar. So I'm actually not even drinking coffee at the end of the day. It was like this coffee syrup. And she's like, that can't be healthy. But I would say that's one of my first memories. And with that same grandmother, this is probably 10 years after that, she was making cornbread one night in Chile. And this is in Georgia. So they had moved across the country. And she made the cornbread batter way too thin, and she was mad. She was getting ready to go to the store. And so she pulled a griddle out, and instead of us going to the store and doing this, she made cornbread pancakes. And so we would just take all the pancakes and we put like chili, put all the toppings of chili on top of these pancakes. And still to this day, I intentionally make it like that because it's so delicious.
Such a great way. I like to cut up hot dogs in the cornbread pancakes and make myself essentially a flat corn dog.
Huh.
That's genius.
That sounds pretty good.
It's going to be on the menu.
I know that. I mean, it feels like such a comfort food, but
Yeah.
I mean, who doesn't like a corn dog?
Yeah.
Bad people. Bad people don't like corn dogs.
Are there any other nods to your family on your menu?
Um,
Nah, I hate those people.
You know what? They're still in Oklahoma.
I don't think currently quite as much. Not direct, like relative family, but I would say as far as like culinarians, there's a lot of techniques are driven from what I've learned from previous chefs, chef mentors, and anybody that I've come across in my journey of culinary.
I want to talk about your kitchen in the Tides because I don't think it's like super state of the art. I know you and I had a conversation about this, and I think what you're putting out of the kitchen is really incredible for what the tools are you're using. I have heard that might be changing.
We have goals and plans to update the kitchen. Nothing is set in stone. You know, plans always change, but I would love a new kitchen. But at the same time,
do you hear that, Tides In?
Yeah, he's gonna be very PC here. He's gonna say at the same time I do what I can, but
yeah, no, it's. I mean, we do have a lot of really great equipment. It's an old building. At the end of the day, there's a lot of things that are old and dated. There's a lot of things that are new, and over the next few years, as we progress and as the Tides In advances and evolves, like we'll see these things come naturally. You know, it's not all bad.
you guys have a lot of plans to evolve. So I used to go to the Tides. I've actually been going to the Tides since I was like super small. My parents, my whole family went. There used to be a really big pier and a boat that came back and forth, and there were people there, but not a lot of people getting on the boat. So I'd just lay on the pier and talk to the guy bringing the boat back and forth from the lodge. Well, things have changed, and they're planning on changing them a lot more. I mean, you guys are going to keep the ideal and the lifestyle and all of that, but you're planning on changing a little bit of the surroundings. Will I finally have bathrooms if I have a wedding there?
He's a chef.
So.
He doesn't in charge of the bathroom.
I mean, he knows that people are eating and drinking.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think that's a plan.
oh, good.
I don't entirely know, to be honest.
Well, I hope it is. That's
Yeah.
great.
I mean, I did not grow up going to the Tides In, so please explain to me what exactly is the Tides In and what I expect if I were able to go there one day. If Ruby ever invites me with her
I'm
family.
never inviting him.
So the Tides In, it's kind of it's a, how do I describe the Tides In? It's a resort that's on the end of a peninsula, so it kind of feels like you're in the middle of nowhere. And then whenever you start driving down the lane, it still feels like that. And then all of a sudden you get into the Tides In and it opens up. And when you walk through the main lobby, it's all window lined and you have your own private piece of one of the creeks that comes into the Chesapeake Bay. It's very, very unique in and of itself, where you kind of get to be the owner of that land while you're there. It's kind of protected in a way where when you go in, the building wraps around the whole entire cove, and we've got a couple of different things. We've got a boardwalk that wraps around the whole entire property that kind of shows our living shoreline. As you finish up the boardwalk and you come back down, we've got our marina. We've got a day dock there. We've got our overnight slips. And then as you come up the hill, there is a croquet lawn. There's bocce. Down the hill, it's kind of a maze to get through. And after you're there for about a day, it's not too bad. You can learn it pretty quick. But as you go up, there's the bocce ball court. There's a croquet lawn. And then you can go back down, and we've got our fish hawk bar, which is a little more fast casual. Some poolside.
Do you handle that at all, or is that someone else that creates the food coming out of that kitchen?
So I oversee everything, but we have our executive sous chef, Brandon Dameron. He's been with the Tides for years and years and years, and he has his hands in just about everything that I've got my hands in. We support each other through every step of the way, where he's seen it all for this many years, and he's very helpful when it comes to like, hey, we tried this in the past, it doesn't work, and so we'll throw modifications on a lot of things.
That's nice to have someone like that on your side to work through those kind of complications.
Absolutely, and we've got a whole team of cooks and people that have been here for years and years and years. It's quite funny. You'll meet some people that have only been there for 6 months, and then you'll meet people that are like, oh, I've been here since 1974. I'm like, what?
Remember that girl that used to lay out on the pier and block our ship?
Me.
Back in the 80s?
It's a cute little boat, too. Super fun. There's been a couple of transitions, like the restaurant that you're, sit primarily in used to be like wooden and looked kind of like the Love Boat, I thought. The bar used to be in a totally different place. That living shoreline was, until like 4 or 5 years ago it was a living shoreline, but you couldn't actually see it. There's been some real transition. Has a little bit cleaner lines, I'd say, as opposed to, I love the old lines, so I don't want to say they weren't clean, but it is a little bit cleaner lined, I guess. Yeah, they've updated it. It still feels pretty comfy. We stayed the night while I was seeing you, and it was great. We had a great view of the water.
You had mentioned that guests, obviously, of the inn dine with you, and you also mentioned that there are some people that just come for the day. But it's like the people from the town, or people come down from D.C. or up from Richmond. How would you describe like the people that just show up for dinner?
I would say the people that show up for dinner are coming from, a lot of them are coming from probably a 10-mile radius.
So the community.
And
they boat up.
We do
Loads
see
of boats up.
I was going to say that's another thing is a lot of boaters will come in. I've got some friends that live over in the Caratoman. They'll bring their boat over because it's only a 10-minute ride versus it would take them about 45 minutes to drive. So,
is it a fancy restaurant that you run? Is it you have to get dressed up for it? Yeah. So.
Yeah, it's a little more upscale.
You don't
fancy is a little bit of a vague term.
Sure.
In certain respects, where we've got a dress code, but it's not suit and tie. You don't have to wear a 3-piece.
Would this shirt work?
That shirt works nowhere.
I think that would fit with the fish hawk really well.
I think you can take the wheats to the bar.
Some Miller Lights and just pop them.
The wheats and what are those, carnations?
Jalapeno poppers.
Yeah, the fish hook is great. Yeah, that's a great poolside shirt, isn't it?
I'm going to hang by the fish hook then. No offense, but I'm just
it's okay.
The fish hook's great. It's tasty, and also the view. You're right down on the water at the fish hook, so maybe that.
The pond's good for me. Is what you're saying.
For you. Yeah. I love it. It's upscale, but it's upscale food wise. I think you guys take great care, and then it's upscale. It feels. It's not bougie, but it's posh. How about that?
Yeah, our goal is to be inviting, but give people a memorable experience. They're like, oh wow, I went to the Tides tonight. We want them to feel welcome. We want them to feel at home, but like, whoa, this tastes like home cooked food, but it doesn't look like it. It's that level up.
So how do you accomplish that exactly? Or how do you strive to accomplish it, maybe?
I don't know.
All right.
I got a billion ways. My service was excellent. I was just talking to them about this.
Did you feel like you were at home in an upscale environment?
I don't know. I didn't high-five the guy that was cooking next to me, which would be my husband. But, I guess I could have high-fived you, right? It felt easy. There were people that, the bartender knew when we stayed and watched the music, which ends at 8, which is awesome, right? Because we're early to bedders, and that's awesome. One of the bartenders high-fived 2 of the people that were greeted them by name, and I was like, obviously they come often, right? Or that guy wouldn't know. Our server was fantastic. I bet you if you asked her right now, she could probably tell you my husband's name because, well, it's Ryan.
He is dreamy.
He is so dreamy. No. I mean, we had a conversation that we talked about the general manager or whomever it is that came over to our table. I think he did recognize, he brought 2 bottles of wine for the table next to us. I'm like, it was like, I know you like either one of these. So it kind of felt a little like home for the individuals that come often. So I think you guys are creating an atmosphere that is evolving, as the word you used, into that. Yeah. So there you go. There's ways you did it. How about that?
You're a great agent.
I am a fantastic agent. It's true.
Booking his appearances, answering. No, I'm just kidding.
I did book this appearance so I could hear about the oysters.
Yeah.
There's a method to my madness, and it all revolves around fresh seafood. So yeah. What else do we need to know about what's going on at the Tides? Because you guys are hitting, we talked about busy seasons and how that goes. You guys are hitting your, on the phone when he called me about VTM, because we chat now.
Yes, I hear.
Yes.
She doesn't call me anymore, by the way.
I don't. I only talk to Kyle now.
She just ignores my texts. Is pretty much our
just
relationship.
specifically talk to Kyle now. You guys are hitting your busy season. This is going to be your high season right now, right? Yep. Weddings every weekend?
So weddings, definitely not as much in the summertime. It's too hot. Let's be honest. Nobody wants to go out there and be in any sort of suit when it's 95 degrees out. Our weddings are primarily like our spring and our fall time.
Okay.
Currently is a little bit heavier in our leisure, and we've got some group business as well. And our goal eventually is to not think as much about seasons, not be like, oh my gosh, get ready, it's 100 days of summer. We want to start progressing and think like, okay, how can we create less of this extreme season, which I know the Chesapeake is known to be seasonal, but we want to create something that's a little bit more stable. And I think that'll help provide for our employees as well as for us, for our own mental clarity. It's not run around for 3 months and then the other 9 months of the year we're like, what do we do? We want to provide ample opportunity to be able to give back to the people that help support us in our daily ventures, as well as give back to the community and provide jobs to the community in that way.
I mean, oysters are available most every month, I hear now, and so is fish, so that's great. And I don't know about you, but bundling up in my fur coat to watch him roast a fish over a grill in the middle of November sounds really great.
I'm there, for sure.
I'm just requesting an additional invitation.
Appreciate
I don't know
that.
if you saw this.
The kitchen can be a very stressful place to work, obviously. What does Chef Kyle do in his free time to like unwind and chill out?
I fish. I'm an avid fisher. I really, really enjoy it. It's peaceful. It's calm. Being on a fishing boat can be a little chaotic, but during the chaos, I kind of forget about everything else that's going on. When there's 6 lines that hit the water, all I can do is think about how to get the fish in the boat, and so everything else kind of gets erased.
So you're not thinking about how would I cook this fish, or
nope.
How much would I charge for this fish? It's just
not at
catch
all.
The fish.
Yeah. So it's a very simple task that provides some escape and clarity for me.
Has that been a whole life thing or something new for you since you moved down here?
Moderately new. When I moved from San Francisco back to Vermont is when I kind of picked it up because it was very slow. There wasn't a whole lot going on. I got used to that hustle and bustle of the city. And I was like, okay, I need to find something for me to do that's a little busy. And so I picked it up there and pursued it there. And moving down here, it was like, okay, that's a no-brainer. And I had never saltwater fished before. So to have the opportunity to saltwater fish here, catching things like rockfish, puppy drum, speckled trout. And there's actually these really cool fish. They get super long. They're called ribbon fish. They're like metallic. I had the opportunity to go out and catch those last year. And they taste pretty good. They're really, really difficult to fillet, though. And a lot of people, they'll throw them back over the side of the boat.
Lots of bones?
Yeah.
What makes it hard to fillet bones?
Yeah, they're really, really skinny. That I think we caught one that was about 45 inches long, and it wasn't any more than an inch wide. So you have to have a really thin knife to kind of get down and fillet it.
Can you use them as bait?
I'm sure you could, yeah. You could use them as cut bait or things of that nature. They have huge teeth in their mouth, so you wouldn't want to use them as like a swimming bait. I think they're a predatorial fish.
Oh, good. Get them out.
Yeah.
Get them out. We don't want any of those. We like all predators out. So do you have a fish story? Like the biggest fish. I mean, I'm an avid fisher person as well, like avid. And so I mean, there's a billion fish stories. So do you have a big fish story?
I've got a few. So recently, actually, I had the opportunity. I went out with one of our captains at the Tides Inn, and he brought me out cobia fishing. Cobia is still to this day one of my favorite fish. I've eaten a lot of fish from all over the world. I've had fish imported from Japan, and cobia is right up there. So he brought me out, and we were sitting out there. We sat out there for probably 4 hours, and I was like, okay, it's starting to get hot.
Sitting on the tower.
Yeah. Starting to get bored and hot. And I'm like, all right. And right as soon as we were about to pack it in, 2 lines went out, and it just kept going and going and going and going. And it's a different kind of fishing where I won't tell you all of his tricks and secrets because he's very successful, and I don't want to give it all
Book
away.
him on the podcast, by the way.
Are you kidding? I want to know every trick and secret. Cobia is one of my favorite fish.
She's using you to get to him. This is all a ruse, by the way.
It's just one
She
big
wants the fishing tips.
networking situation.
Yeah. So,
Literally the pun net.
So we got out there, and right as soon as he told me to pick the pole up, it was on, and it was about 20 or 30 minutes to fight this fish. And finally, when it got in the boat, I had no idea how to hold the thing. I was like trying to stick my thumb in its mouth like you would a bass. That wasn't working. It was way too big for that. And finally, he's like, you got to grab under the gills. And so I brought it in, and I think it was 48 inches. So it was a pretty large fish, one of the biggest fish I've ever caught.
What do you can sight in Virginia over 46? Drums over 46. I don't know what the cobia is, but I think you can sight the one. Is it weight
50.
for 50?
It's either 50 or 53. Yeah, you get a citate. Yep. And I think it's 43 and up is limit to keep now. And I mean, one fish that was like 20 pounds of meat or 20 pounds of fish. It's not meat. Meat fish.
Sure.
Fish meat.
It's the fish
technical
plus the bones,
term.
but still,
Yeah.
yes.
Technical term.
That's big.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a photo that you can send us? I can include it in the video.
Yeah.
All right, you'll have to email
Yeah.
that to me.
If he caught the fish, there's definitely
Yeah.
a photo. That I can guarantee that there's a photo of this. I know because we take them.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Cobia fishing. That's a cool thing to do, especially in that area.
And then right out front, right in the front of the Tides Inn, I brought a kayak out.
So for full transparency, we just took a big power hit at the station.
Everything went down. Kyle starts talking about fish, and nothing in the CBS station can handle it.
So hopefully we're back on track and everything is copacetic.
Well, good. So Kyle's here with us talking all things Tides Inn and fishing.
Mm-hmm.
You guys have a couple of cool things going on at the Tides that I would love to mention, like your boat with crabs. That's real fun, where everybody's into hard crabs or fresh crabs, and obviously where you are, they have the best, but you can get a bushel on a boat, ride around the tides, which I think is an awesome idea that you guys have going on. Any other events that you'd like us to know about? Obviously I'm all about food, so...
So our newest addition is our seaplane. So we started working with a gentleman recently. I think this is within the last 2 weeks, and I'll have to figure out the exact times of when he's there. But he comes I think it's 2 days a week for a couple hours, and he'll bring people on tours, and they'll get right on the seaplane from the Fish Hawk. So they'll get on. He'll fly them around in the area. He can bring them to Gwynn's Island. He can bring them to all sorts of places, and he'll bring them right back to the Tides Inn. So that's one of our newest additions,
That's cool.
which is really exciting.
I'm doing that.
Can you bring crabs on the plane or just on the boat?
I think just on the boat.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess they can get dangerous.
It might get a little stinky.
But you can have them after you get off the seaplane, which would be amazing. Oh, how cool. Well, we're up for seaplanes. I don't know about you, Scott, but that's all
I'll let you go
up my
first.
alley. Oh, seaplanes are so cool. Well, you're listening to Eat It Virginia with Kyle Perkins, The Tides Inn, Roby Martin, and Scott Wise.
Thanks, Kyle.